What is going on, guys? My name is Zach, or Boy with a Camera, and I'm back with another video. It's so weird, I'm uploading twice in a row. This is awesome. Anyways, first I got my chicken nuggets right here. I'm gonna put those to the side because I just got them out of the microwave and they're way too hot to eat. But today we got another kind of sit-down style video because it's quarantine and some other things that are going on in my life. I can't exactly go out and record traveling related videos. So unfortunately / fortunately, depending on your mindset, we're gonna have to do some of these sit-down videos for a while. So today I've got a topic that I've been wanting to address for a long time. I guess it's just kind of slipped my mind then time and time again. But I'm gonna be talking about my several trips to the desert and basically giving you guys a travel guide for anybody who wants to go to the Salton Sea or the Anza Borrego desert, and giving some of my recommendations and my personal opinions on what I liked and what I didn't like. So if you're into this kind of stuff, you want to hear more, leave a like, comment down below, and let's do it. So let's start with the basics, the things you need to know before going. First of all, it's hot as hell, especially in the summertime. Considering it's a desert, you should expect this, but make sure you're not wearing a jacket and that's your only clothing at like 12 p.m. on July 30th, because you're definitely going to regret that. It's going to be hot, like 100, 110, 120 degrees. It's really hot in the summertime, especially. Even if it's in the springtime, it's hotter than you'd expect it to be. But at nighttime, the desert can get cold. A lot of people don't realize that. Deserts get cold because there's a lack of stuff. There's a lack of items in the space, which makes things get cold. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what makes sense to me. So make sure you bundle up, bring some blankets and jackets and all those warm things, maybe some hot chocolate. There are police checkpoints, border checkpoints along some of the main roads around the Salton Sea, and there's one south near Ocotillo Wells, but it's an on and off checkpoint. So I'm gonna put a list in the description and a picture right here so you guys can kind of see that. If for those of you who may be under the age of 18 and can't be out past curfew, it might be good to just check everything, make sure you know what you're doing. I'm not advocating for breaking the law, just want to put that out there. Next up is the lack of service. For the most part around the Salton Sea, there's a lot of internet. They've got their internet covered pretty well. I can't say it's high-speed, amazing internet like you find in Los Angeles, but they've got internet, so you don't have to worry about it at the Salton Sea. However, in the Anza Borrego desert, especially when you're about halfway between Banner and I'd say Ocotillo, maybe Borrego, there's going to be a pretty big lack of service. If you break down there, you're going to have to resort to call boxes. So please make sure you've got that covered and download maps with Google. If anybody doesn't know how to do that, I'll link a tutorial as well down below. There's going to be a lot of things down below. But please download a map of the area you're going to be exploring and make sure people know where you are. That way, if something does happen and you don't have internet and you can't reach them, you're not screwed. Especially if it gets cold at night and you don't bring a jacket because you didn't listen to me. Anyways, the people who live there, a lot of people think that those who live in the desert are all crazy. And while there's crazy people everywhere, a lot of people who live in the desert areas are people like you and me. Normal people who are just looking to escape the city life, and they're not crazy, they're normal. A lot of these people, they just want to be respected. If you respect them, even if you have a camera in your face vlogging, they're gonna respect you. Just make sure you keep your limits, keep your distance, don't run up to people screaming in their face. A lot of people in the desert are armed. It's much different culture than it is where I live in San Diego. Everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people carry guns. So don't act stupid, don't go up people trying to fight 1-2 Mayweather them, because chances are you're gonna get shot, and you don't want that, because that's not a great way to travel. But it's just a different culture than it is in a city, so make sure you're respecting that. Let's get to the fun part. The recommended locations or activities. Now, disclaimer, some of these places I haven't been to before. I've only gone off of other people's experiences and people I've talked to, but the majority I'll be going off of personal experience, so you can trust me, or you can't, it's up to you. Anyways, you have a ton of options for hiking, different opportunities based on what you're interested in and whether you want to pay for it or not. At the Anza Borrego Desert State Park, which is like the state park headquarters in Borrego Springs, There are paid hiking trails. Basically, you pay like $10 to get into a parking lot, and you have unlimited access for the day for all of the trails, the restrooms, the picnic area, basically everything. It's kind of like the park headquarter area. Like, I don't know, maybe like it's like a collection of trails that you can all pay for. There's gonna be a lot of people there. That's one of the benefits. There's more people. But the trails are better constructed. You have more disability options. They have campgrounds, water. That's actually one of the things I was really surprised about when I went on one trail, which I'm going to talk about later, the Palm Canyon Trail. They had a water fountain built into one of the trailheads, which was really great because we didn't have a lot of water, and it helped a lot to be able to refill our water bottles before we hit the trail. You have the option of hiking, basically free hiking along the side of the road, which you can do on the S2/S22 road or along the 78, which is the main road that goes from Julian to Banner all the way to the Salton Sea. You have a ton of options for hiking. You can kind of wander off on your own if you really want to, although be careful of private property. It's definitely recommended to look into where you want to hike before you go, because you don't want to get shot, like I said earlier. One trail that I'm going to recommend, other than the Palm Canyon Trail, the Palm Canyon Trail is amazing. There's an oasis at the very end of the trail. It's a 5.2 mile there and back, so like 2.3 miles there, 2.3 miles back, or whatever the math adds up to. I'm not a mathematician. And the oasis is pretty cool. There's a lot of shade. They have tours that happen there, a ton of kids. It's just really fun. And there's water along the trail, so I just thought it was a really great trail. I recommend it. But one other one that I do recommend is the Slot Canyon Trail. You've probably seen photos of it on Instagram, even if you don't specifically look for them, because of how beautiful this trail is, how many amazing photo opportunities it provides for. I definitely recommend checking out. I'm going to attach some pictures here as well as videos down below of pretty much everything I go over. Some of them might be my own photos, some of them might not. I'll give credit when I can and links when I can. But Slot Canyon, I definitely recommend it. You won't regret it. Amazing lookout near Ocotillo Wells. I had this one photo I used for pretty much everything that my friend Artem took there. It was amazing. Definitely recommend check it out, especially for sunset, because the sun's going to set right over the view. It's perfect. Let's get into the Salton Sea, which is most likely the reason why you clicked this video. A fun fact, if you're at all familiar with Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA Online, you probably know of the Alamo Sea and Sandy Shores. These two locations are based off of the Salton Sea and the surrounding cities. And then there's Salvation Mountain and that area, which is based off of Slab City. I just thought all of that was really cool. It was really cool to explore both in person and in game and see the comparison. I think Rockstar did a really good job at portraying that in game. I don't know why I'm holding two chicken nuggets now, but anyways, the first place me and my friend Artem went to was Salton Sea, or first it was Salton City, but then we went to Salton Sea Beach, California. There's a lot of abandoned buildings, although if you do explore abandoned buildings, please be respectful to the buildings and the places. Don't vandalize them further. Try not to take anything. Just leave things as it were, and you'll be fine. Always be on your best behavior because you don't want to get shot. Like I've said many times, it's a possibility. People may still own these places. You obviously don't want to go in a building that somebody else is living in because you might be screwed. But the Salton Sea Beach, there's an amazing waterfront view. They have some chairs that people have left there over the years that I definitely recommend just chilling for a little bit. It's not like your typical San Diego, Los Angeles beaches. It's not perfect sand and perfect water stretching for miles and beautiful waves and birds and a breeze, but it's pretty much the closest thing you get to a beach in the desert. And it's actually really interesting to learn about the history of the Salton Sea, because that place was a pretty big tourist resort and attraction for years before it started to decay due to neglect and abandonment. Just if you want to look into that kind of stuff, do it, because it's definitely worth your time. Anyways, the next place we went to was the Salton Sea State Recreational Area, which is it's like $10 to get in for parking. If you're interested in the educational aspect of things, if you want to learn more about the Salton Sea, its history, how it was in the past, how it's changing, the science side of things, the history side of things, all of that stuff. Definitely recommend going to the Salton Sea State Rec area, although you can probably find a lot of the information, if not more, online. It's just there's something different about learning in person and being able to connect the knowledge you've learned to something you see, like something tangible, and I just think that's the best way to learn. So definitely recommend going to the visitor center. You'll learn about the past, you learn about the birds and the fish in the area, and how much environmental stuff actually depends on the Salton Sea and why it's so important to save it, because obviously we all know the Salton Sea is going down a pretty bad path, but hopefully we can start reversing things with some government assistance. I don't know. The beach here, one thing that me and my friend definitely noticed when we went to the Salton Sea State Rec area is the beach is a lot cleaner, it's a lot more well maintained. I think they've even advertised you can swim in it, it won't be toxic. I don't know why there's such a difference, a stark difference between the west coast and the east coast of the sea. I guess it's partially because more people are maintaining the areas on the east side of the sea, so they want to make sure the like the image for the tourists is better, because that's where most of the tourists are going to be. But I don't know. Anyways, right next to the Salton Sea State Rec area is one of my favorite things in the Salton Sea, the Banana Museum. If you don't know, the International Banana Museum is super dope. It's just bananas everywhere. There was even a meme going around on Instagram about the International Banana Museum, and I was the only person who knew where it was, and I felt pretty proud of myself. Because like this thing was dope. But it's like a $1 or $2 admission fee, and there are just bananas everywhere, like bananas on the ceiling, bananas on the ground, banana carpets, banana couches, banana signs, banana fake real bananas. It was just super cool. It's you can't take videos in there, which is why there was no video content on my YouTube channel when I went there, but it is so dope. Please check it out. If you don't want to pay, I'll pay for you. It's so cool. And the owner, she's always there. She's super friendly, super knowledgeable. She knows about the history of the place. She knows a lot about bananas. She'll even tell you banana puns. It's just so cool. Please go. Anyways, we're almost to the end of the recommended locations for this video. Maybe I'll make another one. But anyways, the Bombay Beach Drive-In Theater is probably another one you've seen on social media. They have a lot of abandoned cars that artists have come through and they've restored parts of it, or they've added their own little twist, or they've left them abandoned and painted over it. There's just a ton of really cool artsy things in this area of the Salton Sea. Like, not just the Bombay Beach Drive-In Theater, but the entirety of the city of Bombay Beach is really, I guess, artistic. They have some modern art, they have some art made from trash, they have some really interesting things along the coast as well. It's definitely an area I'd want you to check out, not only if you're a photographer, but if you're just interested in learning more about the culture of the desert and what people do for art in that area. It's just something I definitely recommend you check out. Me and my friend, unfortunately, in all the times we've been to the desert, we've never been to Slab City, which is like the highlight of the Salton Sea. It's like the thing that most tourists go to see. They go to see Slab City specifically because of just how different it is. If you don't know, Slab City is basically an abandoned, lawless city where the people, well, it's not abandoned, but the people there, they don't really have any set of laws. They kind of govern themselves, they have their own lifestyle, they have their own ways. And a lot of people have been going, I think ever since Yes Theory made their video on it, tourists and YouTubers have just been going to this place. And if you do go, I can't tell you anything from personal experience, although I'm trying to empathize with the people who live there, who call it their home. Please try to be as kind and respectful to the people who live there. Don't be going around shoving cameras in their faces. A lot of these people are making these camps and these locations so they can get away from the technology and they can get away from modern world. So please try to be as considerate as possible to these people. Anyways, let me see if I can scroll with one hand. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, topic of eating. I have some food recommendations, which is the last part of this video. During my time in the desert, we didn't really have a lot of eating experience, partially because we always packed our own food, and then partially because we always go to the exact same places every time, because we were just so blown away with everything, so we didn't try anything else. First of all, in Borrego Springs, there is an ice cream place called Bighorn Fudge, and it doesn't just sell fudge, it sells ice cream and fudge, and it's just, the ice cream is so good. Like, I'm not really a big fan of ice cream, but their ice cream is super good. I got the mint chocolate chip. I think he got, I don't remember what he got. I'll put like a video somewhere. I'll just keep updating videos, and I'm not gonna say it anymore. But he got some kind of ice cream as well. It was super good. It's definitely worth it, especially in the summertime when it's super hot out. And then near the sea, the Salton Sea, the one restaurant we kept going back to because we're just so blown away with the quality of the food, the prices, the people, is Johnson's Landing. And it's a restaurant. It's kind of hidden, tucked away near a trailer park, I think. It's right along the sea. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. Even though my time is at 19 minutes and 48 seconds, I don't give a shit how long this video goes. I want you guys to be informed, and I want you to feel happy about your trip. Anyways, the Johnson's Landing restaurant, when we walked in there, it was the first, I remember the first day, the first time we ever went to the desert. It was late, like I'd say 7, 8 o'clock. It was just, the sun was setting, and we wanted to get something to eat because we were kind of tired. We didn't really want to eat the food we brought. We wanted to try something new. So we found the Johnson's Landing restaurant right along the Salton Sea, and we walked in, and all of these people who live in the desert, they were just going at it with karaoke. They were just vibing, dancing, partying in this restaurant in the desert. And mind you, we hadn't had any experiences with the people at this time. We were just doing our own thing, hiking, exploring. I don't think we talked to a single person the entire trip until now. And we walked in this restaurant, and this place is bustling with so much energy and so much happiness. All these people, old people, young people, not like my age young, but like 20s, all these people were just having an amazing time. And when we got our food, they were super happy to know somebody is traveling and visited their restaurant. These people were awesome. The food was amazing. I got a shitload of fries for like $4, and he got a dope-ass burger. And we just ate our food while we were in the car, just like, this is awesome. Like, if this is what it's like to live in the desert, I want to come here. Everybody here knows how to party. Like, maybe not your typical high school kid party, but it was awesome. So that's why Johnson's Landing has a special place in our hearts. We definitely went back there again, and we definitely recommend you go there and try it out for yourself. And if you happen to go on a karaoke night, make sure you sing along karaoke, even if it's that one song that goes tequila. Even if it's that one song, just gotta do it. You gotta do karaoke, seek discomfort. Anyways, that was 2 minutes long. The last location, I actually went here on my own. One time when I went to the desert on my own for a photography project. It was the Salton City Travel Plaza. I originally only stopped here to get gas because my tank was low, and I don't want to drive through the desert at nighttime on a low tank. So I stopped at the Salton City Travel Plaza and paid a pretty high price for gas. But there were so many options for food. They have like a Subway, a Pizza Hut, they have yogurt places. I think they had a boba place, like all these different options. Taco Bell. So if you want something like that, something comfortable, something you've had before, something quick, if you want like a Subway, a pizza, share, just Salton City Travel Plaza is definitely your way to go. And you can get gas while you're there. It's right along the sea. It's like a mall kind of thing, like a food court. They have all around, like this big square where people eat. They have different restaurants. It's just a really easy way to fill your stomach if you're hungry. Anyways, that is unfortunately all I have to talk about, because that's the end of my list on my computer right here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that at all, but whatever. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video at all, make sure to leave a like. I don't know if you can tell, but I had a lot of fun making this video. I really hope somebody gets some information from this video. Maybe it helps encourage you to plan a trip on your own to the Salton Sea. Maybe it helps you with some questions you had for planning. I want to put this out there. If anybody has any questions about the desert, if you're not sure if you want to go to the desert, please comment down below. Hit me up on email. I don't care. I want to talk to you about the desert. People overlook the desert. Oh, it's just dry. Oh, it's just desert. Oh, it's just abandoned stuff. It's not going to be cool. We barely scraped the surface of this place, and we have had so much fun and made so many memories. I've taken so many photos. I have 3 of them up on the wall right there, one of them up on the wall over there. I have right here the Salton Sea banner right here. Please, you will not regret it. Take a trip to the Salton Sea. Take a trip to the Anza Borrego Desert State Park. And if you have any questions, make sure to let me know down below. I'm gonna finish these chicken nuggets. Take it easy, guys. Peace. These are good. I don't know why I'm doing that on